How's it going, everybody? Robbie with Golf Course Cuts here. Oh man, so today I had to do something that tested my inner self. God has given me the gift of a big heart. And with that big heart comes a lot of responsibilities. It comes with a lot of headaches. It comes with a lot of pain. But it comes with a lot of rewards too. It's just that the rewards come later on in life, later on in time. You don't see the rewards right after you're giving your heart. You see the rewards later. So what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Well, what I'm trying to say is about 3/4 into my season last year, I was at the gas station and a guy pulled up to me and was like, "Hey man, you need some help?" And I was like, "Nah man, I don't need no help. You know, I'm good. I'm a solo guy. I ain't really got that kind of work, you know." And I mean, he just kept on, "Well, I got experience. I'm good. I'm dependable." I was like, in my mind, I'm like, "Yeah, man, I done heard this, I done heard this time and time again. Everybody come up to me, they dependable and they good at what they do and this and that." And he just kept on. I'm just like, man, this dude won't leave me alone. Like I just came here to get some gas, give me some go-go juice and go on about my business. And in the midst of talking to him, the other side of me was like, you know what? Give him a chance. Now I'm the kind of person, I'm not afraid of taking chances. I'm not afraid of the trial and errors of life. I will, if my inner being, if my spirit says give it a shot, I'll give it a shot. And if it don't work out, hey, then it don't work out. So fast forward, he ended up working with me for the remainder of the season. Amazing guy. Amazing. Excellent work. No problems. He showed up before I showed up. He was just that guy. I'm like, man, God, I thank you, because even though I didn't need the help, it's good to have help, And starting off this season, or coming into preseason, looking at the books and taxes and yada yada, I knew I had to make a decision to make. And I already knew the decision that I had to make, but because my heart is so big, it made the decision that much harder. See, the consequences of having a big heart is you always thinking about the next person. Regardless of what you got going, your life could be falling apart, but your heart is always saying, well, what can I do for the next person? Your heart makes you become so selfless that you forget how to take care of yourself first. And you don't even know that you're hindering yourself because you're putting yourself last to put the other person first. But in the midst of all of that, God is still providing. He's always making a way. You're sitting at home, you stressed out. Lord, I don't know how this is gonna happen. Lord, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I don't know how I'm gonna make this happen. And he always seems to make a way. And while you're sitting at home losing sleep, can't eat, can't think, losing time and spending time with your spouse or your loved ones, your kids, and because you're so worried about what's going on. And all the while you're sitting at home stressed out, the person that you was helping, they ain't thinking about you. They're not thinking about, how can I reciprocate that back to him? How can I give back to the person who gave to me? They ain't thinking about that. So I woke up this morning and I was sitting there and I was watching some YouTube videos, and I came across Gibson Lawn Care. Gibson Lawn Care. Now I've been watching him for a while. Shout out to Gibson Lawn Care. And I was watching a few of his videos and doing some thinking in my head, and I knew when I woke up this morning, God had put on my heart, you gotta let the man know. You gotta let him know. And I sat here in this house and I fought and I fought and I fought. And no sooner than I was sitting here fighting, I get a text from him. Hey boss man, good morning, hope all is well. Grass is starting to grow out here, just trying to see what's going on so I know what to do with my summer. And I sat there and I said, God, come on now. I need a few more minutes. And he was like, nah. Time to make it happen. And at first I was gonna text him. First I was gonna text him and just be like, yada 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 yada. But I'm like, nah, that's taking the weak route. I'm better than that. The least I can do is call him and speak to him over the phone. So I gathered up the courage and I prayed to God. I'm like, God, I need you to be with me in this, because like I said, my heart was saying, don't let him go. But I knew I had to let him go because financially, I just wasn't ready for an employee. I knew that last year when I brought him on, and I tried to tell him, but nonetheless, I brought him on and I paid him very, very well. Very well. I put it to you this way. What I was paying him, nobody in my city nor anywhere else will pay him what I was paying him. If that makes sense. That's the kind of heart I have. And so I prayed and I said, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and call him. So I called him up. Hey boss man, how's it going? Yeah, it's going. I'm already hear the excitement in his voice. I was like, dang boy, it's eating me alive. But I knew I had to. So I took a deep breath and I just let him know, like, look man, nothing against you, but I'm gonna have to go back to being solo. And I just kind of broke it down to him, like, that's just what I have to do. And thank God he was very, very understanding. And I think he was already a step ahead of me, because he said out of his mouth, he was like, I kind of figured that's where it was going to be anyway. But he thanked me. There's no hard feelings. We still cool. I told him if I ever run into a big project and I need help, he's gonna be the first person I call. He's cool with it. So that was a very, very hard decision to make. But it was a necessary decision to make, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna take care of you but you. So with all that being said, if you don't take nothing else out of this video, take care of you first. No matter how hard the decision has to be made, you, your wife, your spouse, your kids, whatever you got going on in your life, make sure you put them first. Period. No discussion, no ifs, ands, or buts. And when I got done with the conversation, I prayed to God again. I said, God, did I make the right decision? And God told me, well, if you had made the wrong decision, you would have told him it's go time. You asked me to help you relieve the situation, resolve the problem, and I gave you the strength to do that. So why are you come back now and questioning the very thing that I just answered and fixed your problem for? And I said, you're right. See, God knows what's right for you. And God will always tell you what you need to do. But it's up to you to then take that information that God told you and put in your heart and your mind and your spirit to make the decision. Was he a good dude? Yes, he was. But financially, it was a burden. Well, I don't even want to say it was a burden. Let me take that back. It wasn't a burden. It was, my business was just wasn't ready for someone else. Now, when I get to that place, I'm pretty sure God will make a way for that to then happen again, whether it's with him or somebody else. But take care of yourself. Stand on what is right for you and your business, you and your life. You know, this conversation is not just so much about lawn care business. This conversation really is just about life. Stand on your life, man. Protect yours, man. And it's hard out here. And it's really hard for the ones who have heart. Now, there's some people out here that have been like, as soon as they figured out, nah, this ain't it, they'd have been like, deuces. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that too. Hey, boy, if my heart could handle that, I would have definitely done that. But unfortunately, I was gifted with a good heart, so it's a little harder for me to say no. It's a little harder for me to tell somebody something that most people don't want to hear. But I also got to learn that, hey, in life, these things happen, and it's okay. So that's all I have for you guys on this video. I just wanted to take a minute and just talk to you guys about that for a little bit. Yeah, don't be afraid to step back if you got to. You know, whether it's employees, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a I don't know, anything that your inner is telling you, whether you like it or not, that's God talking to you. You ain't even got to believe in God, but I'll sit here and tell you, whether you don't believe in him or not, that is God telling you, hey, I need you to XYZ. Hey, I need you not to XYZ. He always got your back. He always got your back. That's all I got for y'all, man. I hope you got something out of it. I'm about to head into this house and spend some time with my family on the rest of this Sunday evening, and get ready to grind it out this week. It's your boy Robbie, Golf Course Cuts.